Just kidding. My audio is working. I was just messing with my friends because right 1 second before we started, my microphone was, to borrow a phrase from the French, shitting the bed with a big old turd. I think that's a French turn of phrase. Anyway, we've got the audio working. I've made my guest room nice and green to evoke the verdant hills and dales of the Isle of the Sword, where we are going tonight. Because SOBs, welcome to the Stream of Blood. You have tuned into our game of THAC0 Tuesdays, where we play Old School Essentials. Old School Essentials by Necrotic Gnome Press. Their U.S. distributor, I believe, is called Exalted Funeral. And this is the brainchild of a guy named Gavin Norman. And we want to give full props to Gavin, his entire team, and Necrotic Gnome for putting this out. This is old school Dungeons & Dragons, the kind of rule set you use to play things like Gary Gygax's Keep on the Borderlands. And it's a beautifully laid out book. Look, it's got rules right inside the inside cover. But as you might imagine, I bet many of you are familiar with 5e rules. The old school rules are a little bit different. We use THAC0, which is kind of a descending instead of ascending armor class. A lot of the characters start out with 2 hit points, which has been interesting. And everything is rolled on a random table. And now I'm going to bring in my excellent players that I'm so happy to have. Some of them back with me. Someone playing on the stream for the first time. First of all, let me bring in my left-hand man, the Sinister, Wind Beneath My Wings, playing his newly minted level 2 dwarf, Boople von Borplesby. Please welcome Secret Game Master Clinton Trucks.
I'm walking the left-hand path, Jared. Good to see you.
Yes, the left-hand path, going widdershins around the tree. You are merrily met. How are you?
You find me sinister today. I'm well. How are you?
Mm-hmm. I'm very well. I'm in a good mood. Bowel movement's going okay.
That's important.
Yeah. Getting plenty of water, 8 glasses a day.
That explains the BMs.
Having a child in 2 weeks, a little anxious about that.
Fair.
And very soon here on the Stream of Blood, we'll be debuting my new garage studio.
Whoa, guys, big news. That's the first time we've mentioned that, right?
Yes, we're leaving the guest room for the confines of my garage. I've wired it for sound. We've added a silent air conditioner. So get one last look at the guest room, everybody. I know you're going to miss it. You know what? We'll still come back in here from time to time, and I'll let you get a gander at the beautiful art on the walls. But I'll be in my new garage studio soon.
We'll also leave all the gear in there. If anybody is a guest at Jared's house, you're allowed to run a game.
Right, or like maybe they could be in this room playing, and then I could be in the other room, and then when we're done, we could give each other a hug. Speaking of hugs, I want to give this next guy a great big hug. He is so talented. He is so funny, and it's a shame that we haven't gotten him on the stream sooner. You may know his artwork from some of my stand-up posters when I used to tour, and from the Stream of Blood, as well as a podcast that he does some art for called The Slanted Hallway. Please welcome, as a fighter whose name I have not learned yet, Will Pottorff, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Will. Good.
Hi, guys.
Good to see
Now's
you,
the time
buddy.
to learn this name. It's a real...
It's a doozy,
winner.
but
What's the name of your character?
Sir Clip-Clop Roachford.
Clip-Clop Roachford?
Sir, thank you.
Sir Clip-Clop Roachford. I love
In the
that
flesh.
name. Sir Clip-Clop Roachford. Oh, a noble fighter.
Yeah, for a price, but noble all the same, you know.
Oh, okay. So he's a mercenary, but he has pretensions to the landed gentry.
Favored nations kind of thing. Yeah, sure. So,
If people have
He
seen our
titled
stream
himself.
before, if they've seen our stream before, they've seen your art. Will, were you drawing anything today? Were you working on anything today?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm always working on stuff for Stream of Blood. You know, I'm sketching and stuff. But you know, I'm always just in general drawing. I'm actually at my work desk right now. If you couldn't tell, this is my studio that I work out of.
Right.
Any WIPs we can get a peek at?
Oh, I mean, let's see here. Nothing that I'm too comfortable. You know, I did do a series of these awesome Masters of the Universe guys. Beastman. I got Skeletor. I got let's see here. Good old Merman. Lockjaw.
I'm gonna say it like the kids in the He-Man commercials would do. Evil Lynn!
Yeah. I love these guys. I don't know. I did a whole thing of that a while back. So, you know, that's...
You can buy your artwork at willpottorff.com, right, Will?
Yeah. You can, there's links and stuff. You can go and, buy a print, or you can also just contact me directly if you want a commission or something. So that's always on the table.
Commissions. Well, I kind of want all of those He-Man faces, and I think someone out there wants them too. So hit up Will and get some of that artwork. I'm going to bring in our third player. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Do you guys remember that all of the Masters of the Universe, the good guys and the bad guys, had a little appellation after their name? The only one I vividly remember from the poster was Stinker was the evil master of power odors.
Evil master of power odors.
Everyone had that. It was
sounds like me after eating ribs. All right. On that incredible segue, I'm going to bring in our next player. She is effervescent. Her personality is fragrant. We're clearing the air by bringing her in. You may know her from her podcast, which you should definitely check out, called Death by Monsters. She plays a thief in training, sort of, kind of a new to thievery who loves to dance, whose main passion is dance, named Robin Softshoes. Please welcome Paula Deming, everybody.
Look, I'm in it for the copy, the credit, and the meal. Okay, that's what my thief is here for.
Right.
I was frantically over here looking for something artistic I could also show off in some way, but I have literally nothing. So hello.
I can draw. I can not to change the subject to me, which I often do, Paula. But name something, I'll draw it. Name anything. I'll draw it right now.
A frog.
A frog. Here we go.
Holding a sword because it's D&D.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'll draw a frog holding a sword right now.
A bullywug, I believe. What we're asking for?
No. This is a frog just holding a sword. Is what I'm drawing. Paula did not say a bullywug, so I'm not drawing that.
No.
Mr. Toad's bloody adventure. Yes.
Right. Let's see. Wow, this is the exact kind of radio, the exact kind of live performance that I've always wanted to do, is making people silently wait while I draw something in pencil.
Great.
Here we go.
It's going to be worth the wait, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Did you ever do the stand-up show in LA where there's a cartoonist on stage with you drawing your bits as you do them, Jared?
Yeah, and I just kept... You know what I did during that show? I kept saying things like, so anyway, the abstract concept of exhaustion
that artist is like
confronted me on the outside of time as we perceive it. Like, I just kept saying things like that, and the artist was loving it, actually.
They had to break out the watercolors.
Exactly. They had to make a sculpture. They had
the
to.
Longer you take drawing this, the higher the expectation.
Let's see this. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh! Actually, that's really
pretty
great.
Good. Yeah,
I see that. Send it to me.
Yeah,
and that's mine now. I commissioned
Mine's
it.
not for sale. Mine's not for sale.
It's
Michael Johnston level.
Yeah.
I feel even worse that I can't draw now.
That's
I'm
okay,
going to draw
Paula.
something while we're playing, and then I'm going to show it to everyone by the end of the stream. I'll show off my artistic talents.
Awesome.
Okay, that is okay. So for this particular game, and this I'm just coming up with this off the top of my head. This is not a plan I have. If you draw something that pertains to the game and you show it to me during the game, I'll give you some kind of bonus.
Yes, I will be drawing on this really classy stationery I got for free in the mail from some organization that wanted to guilt me into giving them money.
I'll use my Strathmore sketch pad with my mechanical pencil.
Clint, what medium and tools are you thinking of using?
Oh, Jared, I only work in the Word. I'm a poet. Poet at heart.
Oh my God, you're gonna send us a poem during the game. That's really exciting.
It's going to be beautiful.
Okay, great. Well, look forward to those poems and drawings, everybody. And let's begin our game of THAC0 Tuesday. For many leagues, you traveled on a galley across the sea to come here to the Isle of the Sword, where a fort has been set up by many colonial nations working together. The nations of Venuspana and Lyonesse. And many other places that I haven't really quite world built because it's old school and you don't have to. They set up a fort there on the tip of the sword. There on the fort is the fort on the far seas, and that is where your characters dwell and where they wander out to have amazing adventures, mostly in one particular dungeon area called the Caves of Chaos. And last time, Boople von Borplesby and Robin Softshoes barely escaped the Caves of Chaos. They miraculously escaped by the skin of their teeth when they entered a cave full of orcs through a secret door and became trapped in a dead end as many angry orcs tried to beat down a barricade that they had erected for themselves to keep themselves secure from them. They barely made it out alive through the luck of various random rolls. But now you are back at the fort on the far seas, which is really the keep on the borderlands. And you may visit or explore along with your newfound companion, whom you've met in the unnamed tavern. You may go back to the keep, the fort on the far seas there, and you may talk to your friend Sir Clip-Clop Roachford, and you may explore the fort's many buildings, like the Temple to Enkidu, the Traveler's Rest Inn, the unnamed tavern where you currently sit, where there is a table with a carved map of the area. Or you could even go and visit the Great Keep, but last time you checked over there, or last time Heroes checked over there, they weren't letting them in. They hadn't quite proven themselves worthy of entering the Great Keep.
Didn't Boople get in and immediately get thrown in the dungeon?
Right. Well, he got arrested. That's a little different from being invited in, Boople.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow, well, I just can't believe we got like a knight to join us. Sir, it's really...
It's not a big deal.
Clear.
It's not a thing.
exciting.
It's not really a thing, but, you know.
Your royal titles, they're legitimate because these caves, they're a crucible that find the quick of a man. You'll be found out. The blood will tell, or it won't.
Well, I mean, like, let's just break this down. What do you consider legitimate, okay? You know, you were thrown.
Do you know who your dad is?
Suspect.
Well, you know, fathers, really constructs of, like...
What a nosy question. I can't believe I just asked. Robin just kind of like, oh, God.
It's you know what? It's fine. I'm new in town. I'm here for an adventure. I'm looking to make some gold. Wherever we can find gold. I've heard of these like caves of chaos. Sound pretty rad as far as like what we can find in there. A lot of blood.
Boople's actually quite wealthy from his last trip to the caves. I don't know how long it's been, but
how long do you think it's been, Boople?
We skipped a couple of years the last time you asked me that question.
Well, that's because someone just said maybe 15 years has passed, and I said it has. But this time,
I was thinking like 3 days.
Then that is what it shall be, thief. Robin Softshoes, and you have been perhaps drinking in the tavern for 3 days, and you've struck up a friendship with the not really a knight, Sir Clip-Clop Roachford.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so. Not really, but sure. But everyone considers me a knight, though, right?
Well, you act like a knight, and these guys apparently believed you until just a minute ago when you couldn't give the name of your father, so...
All right. Well, okay, fair enough.
I'll defer to Mr. von Borplesby as the leader of our group about what we should do. I'm just here for the experience, really.
I trust you, Borplesby.
When a man gets to 9 hit points, he knows his way around.
Sturdy man indeed.
Well, we've had a fine time in the Caves of Chaos. Have I ever told you about my multiple run-ins with a unicorn?
A unicorn?
Wow, really?
If I'm honest, I can't seem to get away from this unicorn. Every turn of a bend, a magical creature is finding its way to me and very nearly pledging fealty.
Oh,
Should we-
I mean,
Bodo the Tavern Keep walks up and he goes, "A unicorn, eh?
He's about to get
All
into his
that
backstory.
live
I
on
start to
the
pick my stuff
island."
up.
You start to leave. All
Robin's like, I don't know what to do. Boople's leaving, but this guy's talking to me and telling a story.
It's on the house. It's on the house. And he puts some small beer down in front of you and adds a little water to it so it's on the house, but not too expensive for him. And he goes, Alls that live on the island know that when you seen a unicorn, what you really seen is one of the Danu Day.
Danu Day.
is that a thing?
The first tribes, lass. The first tribes who sailed west and started the cultures and the countries and the nations that we all hail from. Yes, the Danu Day. They can take the forms of unicorns or tigers.
Are they nice?
They are neutral in many ways, lass.
Okay.
Neutral is the specific word I'd pick for them.
So you don't have to kill them or anything like that.
I
right?
wouldn't try. I've seen a unicorn cave a man's head in. Well, this will be some interest to you, Roachford. A high prince.
Oh my gods. So,
I'd be careful in my dealings with unicorns, and I'd be careful in my dealings with tigers, because you might be dealing with a far scarier beast, one of the Danu Day.
Mr. Von Borplesby, can we go find a unicorn?
So what do you guys want to do now?
Find a unicorn.
I'm off in a minute if you guys want to go find a unicorn.
oh, that's
I was with you.
okay.
Hang on a second. It's always good to bring somebody with you. Just like
It's a meat
I've never
shield.
left for the caves with fewer than 5 people, and I've never come back with more than 2.
All right. As long as you vouch for him, he's part of the friend group. Okay, that's fine. I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. By
Bodo,
me.
the tavern keep. Don't worry, I'll put the unnamed tavern, I'll put the boy in charge. Boy! And this like little boy comes out and he's like, run the tavern while I'm gone. I'm off on an adventure. And he runs out the door ahead of you.
Unarmed, unarmored, just runs out the door.
That is correct. He is currently unarmed and unarmored.
Oh,
Seems ill-prepared.
yeah.
We can help a little bit. But speaking of the man I saw killed by a unicorn, among the things he left me is this +1 dagger that I would like to give to Robin Softshoes.
Wow. Thanks. Okay, let me write it down that I have it.
I think you'll find it useful, and don't worry, should you fall to the floor of the caves, I'll simply pick it back up.
Great. That's good. I wouldn't want it to go to waste. But I'll make you proud. She brandishes it like...
Where?
Yeah. And then she puts it away.
You can tell when you brandish it that it's definitely +1. It moves sinuously through the air. There's definitely a slight hum to the metal.
I pull out that other random dagger that I have that's just normal, and I'm like, yeah, and I just will leave that one on the table.
Yeah, stab it right into the table, right in the middle of the carved map.
That's right. You are here.
Well, lady and gentlemen, the game is yours. Where to, and where did Bodo go? That's also a question.
Well, let's run to the street and see if we can find Bodo outside.
Oh, all right. Look around. Is he wearing anything specific or like?
Bodo, he's wearing a big leather apron. And he's pretty scrawny actually. There's, you're in the square of the fort here where there's a fountain. There are many market stalls. Nearby, you see Traven Gorm shouting his wares. His 10-foot poles are available for sale. The other people are selling weapons and small items. And finally, eventually, up on a mule, rides up Bodo, and he's got a mug in his hand, a mug of ale, and he's like, I figure I can smite the beasts with this.
Let me go check my notes. Bodo's gonna die if we don't.
I have written down 2 swords and some chainmail.
We picked up. I've got an orc bow, a quiver, arrows, 2 swords, 2 shields.
I have a hand axe. Maybe he
I also
should
have a copper bowl.
Yeah.
Yes, and a rope of climbing, which I think went to you, Robin Softshoes.
Oh boy, let me write it down. I don't have that one. Wait,
yeah.
Got a tinder box, a rope of 50 feet. That's useful.
So are you giving him some armor here?
I think so. Yeah.
What are you giving him?
Let's see. I have the. Let's give him a sword and a shield. I'll hold up the orcish bow and ask if he knows how to use it.
I never did much bowing. I like to get in close and smite him with my mug.
And then I have the chieftain's gear, which included some chainmail. But if I could have sold that, I imagine I would have.
Yeah. So we did all of the coinage at the end of the last adventure, if I'm not mistaken.
We did.
We
so
not?
that probably means all of that got sold.
All of it has turned into money and XP for you, if that's okay. Now, if there's anything that you wanted back, you're like, wait, Jared, I didn't want to use that. Then you can tell me, and I'll, I'm not going to be a bastard about it, you guys.
I don't think so. So the challenge today is keeping Bodo alive, unarmored Bodo alive.
Right. Yeah.
Bodo, how good are you with that mug?
Wait, I thought you said you were giving it. Oh, so the chainmail's gone. You have a shield for him though, right?
So chainmail's worth 80 gold pieces, so I don't want to go buy him chainmail.
No, I understand, and you sold off the chainmail you had, but you still have a shield in your inventory,
a shield and
correct?
A sword, which I would like.
Great. He has taken those things, and he's like, doesn't seem quite as well balanced as a big pewter mug, but I'll try to use it.
You can dual wield, I suppose.
I mean, you can. Yeah, nothing stopping you there, friend.
I'm using the shield in the other hand, lad. Come, Frostflax. And then he rides away on his little mule, which kind of waddles out the gate of the... it's called Frostflax.
Frostflax. Great.
This isle's full of adventure, but I think we should head to the caves. I think we very nearly plumbed their final depths.
Yes, the caves. You guys have done well. I mean, all of the adventurers have. Some of I know it's Will's first time, but Robin did excellent in her first foray last time, and many of the caves have been thoroughly plumbed and cleared of valuables. And in fact, that can give you a little running tally of what's happened so far. Ooh. So let's see. There was a cave of orcs there are many civilian orcs still alive in there, but that is where a secret door was found leading into another cave of orcs, where you think that there are still some orc combatants, but you guys did kind of clear it of treasure before running out. Also, earlier in the series, a cave of goblins was cleared of treasure, but all of the goblins are still active because that was done with trickery and social interaction instead of with battle, which is always an option in old school games, guys. Remember, diplomacy is an option for you, but of course it's done with a very random die roll, so it's maybe not the most dependable option, but then neither is combat. An ogre has been slain. It dwelled in a small cave on the south side of the valley, and you found another cave with a minotaur inside. And inside of that cave, before you encountered the minotaur, which, by the way, that cave killed 3 of Clint's characters.
I don't
not
wanna
the
go
Minotaur.
there.
The Minotaur is still alive, I think, right?
And the Minotaur is fine. You cleared a nest of sturges in that cave. So many things have been cleared. Many treasures have been stolen from the Caves of Chaos. Would you guys like to travel a day to the Caves of Chaos?
Do we think we might meet a unicorn along the way?
So the unicorns have been discovered in the forests rather than on the way to the caves. If this is a unicorn hunt, we are heading another direction.
As long as they're peaceful, I mean, I have no issue with meeting a unicorn.
Would you like to see it? Would you like to head into the forest and see if you meet a unicorn?
I mean, I'm just the intern, so I'll do, whatever assignment's been given. But
I'm in for the ride, so let's roll,
Let's do the forest. What a treat.
Very good. And so you head out. Could we see that map of the whole area again? If you don't mind, Mr. Clinton Trucks, you head out. You head down off the hill, down the dirt path. There you go from the keep, and you see once you come down from the keep there on the west side of the map, you can take the road back to the ocean, back to where your boats docked so many weeks ago, maybe years ago, maybe decades ago if you're Boople von Borplesby. But it's not time to go home yet. You must go deeper into adventure. And you can follow the road east, past the Cave of the Unknown and up into the Caves of Chaos. By the way, the Cave of the Unknown is also open and accessible to you, and that one has been clearly marked on your map by previous adventurers. Or you may head across the river down into the swamps to the forest to the south, or you may head to the, a little nearer forest to the north. Do people have a preference?
What's in the swamp? I don't know. Like, what's...
I'm told the swamp is where we'll find Lizardmen.
Ooh. Scary.
Yeah, are they... How intense are these lizardmen?
A lot of women and children last I saw, actually.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that sounds like we can handle that.
Yeah, I could, probably murder a lizard child.
And with that, perhaps you're not as noble as you say, and we should head to the cave.
For a price. Noble for a price, sir. All
Cave
right.
of the Unknown is also tempting because it's unknown.
And
Who knows
through a
what's there?
forest.
I mean,
Completely unknown.
Yeah.
And through a forest. If we go through the forest to the Cave of the Unknown, maybe we'll just happen to run into a unicorn along the way.
What do you think, guys? That's a pretty
like the idea.
fun.
We could rename the cave.
Yes,
Then we'll know what it is.
because then you'll know what the
Yeah.
cave is. It's the cave
Yes.
of this specific thing that we found.
We should
That's
call
the
it Clip-Clops.
The cave of Clip-Clop.
Well, just
suggests
Clip-Clops. I don't know. Yeah,
Clip-Clop's fast
Cave.
casual.
Yeah, just Clip-Clops casual.
Clip-Clop's fast casual cave.
Yeah. Put a little
Very
sign
good.
up.
I mean, these are all great ideas, everybody. Well, then, in that case, you head off into the forest to the north, and then you kind of veer sort of northeast. And by veering northeast, you travel for a day, which means I must roll on the encounter table. And to do that, I need a D12. A D12.
Guys, this is going well. The encounter table is how you meet unicorns.
Okay, cool. All right.
It really is, and it really could happen, everybody. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
As they're walking, just like every
Sure.
sound that they hear, Robin's just like, is that? Okay, no. Wait, was that?
Is that a unicorn?
Okay, no.
I think we'll see it. We'll see it. So
Does Robin have any spotting ability, like the ability to spot things?
Well, I can read languages and have some scroll use. Find and remove hear noise. I can hear noise.
Okay.
That's the only thing that seems like spotting anything to me.
Why don't
I'm
you
not
roll
sure
to
how.
hear? Why don't you roll to hear noise? Why don't you
Oh
roll to
boy,
hear noise?
I've forgotten how to play this game. Okay, so it says hear noise 5,6. So I roll a d6 and I do it if it's on a 5 or 6.
That's correct.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's like I've played one time before. Oh no, it's a 3.
It's a 3. Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't hear anything, and that is why. Let's see here. You are
why there's
completely
no unicorn.
You are completely surprised when you come out into a clearing and you notice that there is someone kind of peeking at you through the bushes and breathing heavily. They are, let's see how many feet away they are.
Oh, it's not the hermit we met before, because we definitely killed him.
Okay.
But they seem friendly. If they're breathing heavily, they're excited to see us. So
you are, yes, you are surprised to see, Robin Softshoes, that they are only 4 feet ahead of you. So you kind of almost bumped into this person.
It's because I was just going, is that a unicorn? Oh, sorry. Hi.
Okay. And they're looking at you kind of warily. And they're very short.
Well met.
hello.
Hello.
And they are still kind of like just kind of shouting at you in some sort of pidgin you don't understand.
It is not gnomish, goblin, or kobold.
Gnomish, goblin, or kobold. What are This is interesting. I'm trying to see if there's a language for what this guy speaks specifically, or if he might speak Gnomish. Do you have a list of the languages anywhere, Clinton Trucks?
The book. I have my sheet. On my sheet, I have the languages I speak. Let me pull up the other.
I'm going to say it sounds a lot like Gnomish. Okay, a lot like Gnomish, but a more primitive dialect. And you only managed to make out the words "get off our island."
The whole island,
Wow.
not just get out of my clearing. I will say, forgive us. We'll be on our way. And then,
Very good.
shall we keep going the way we're going?
No, we shall roll a reaction roll.
Boy.
Whose charisma modifier are we using? We have to use Boople's because he's the one that did the diplomacy. So
should not
what
be
is your
+1, baby.
+1? Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Really well. Okay. Okay. When you say that, he goes, and then runs off into the bushes away from you. Like, not like afraid of you, but like kind of like, heads off into the bushes. And you can see that he was very short and wearing a kilt.
Huh. Interesting.
Fashion choice, yes.
So, there is literally
You can keep
nothing-
walking around in the forest and you'll get more random encounters that you can deal with however you like, or you can head straight to the cave.
It occurs to me I don't know what a Dunaday is, and I don't know if that was one.
I mean,
Well, it could have been because it said get off our island. And according to
Right.
our friend who is with us, whose name I
oh,
forgot.
tavern guy, yeah.
Tavern Barkeep.
I'm coming! It's a little hard to get the mule. Come, Frostblack. A little hard to get the mule over the streams.
Yeah.
You guys just keep kind of leaping over them. Yes,
They,
you're in need of my lore.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually,
Yes.
the unicorn people. What do they look like when they don't look like a unicorn or a tiger?
Well, there are many different tribes, lass. Many different tribes.
any with
There's-
kilts?
The Dagda tribe, which look like you or me.
Okay,
But then
not
there
that.
are kilts, you say. Great Lord. Forgive me, Lord. I shall try to my stories. I hope that they please you. Yes, kilted and short, no doubt.
Please,
yeah.
just keep going.
The Angus tribe, yes. Be careful of them. Their small stature belies their horrible bloodthirst.
Oh.
Then I'm
Okay.
lucked out, and he chose to let us pass unmolested.
So that's good.
They prefer to attack in number
Oh,
due to
maybe
their
we should.
shortness.
Would you rather fight 100 Angus or one of the other ones who is like normal human
The
size?
Dagda.
Dagda.
Dagda. Depends. The Dagda are very resourceful and can bring dark magics to bear. But I'll tell you the tribe of the Danuday I'd never wish to meet. Young Robin Softshoe.
Which one?
The Morrigan tribe. Dark elves, the color of shadow they are. They can disappear from sight, and they leave curdled milk wherever they walk, and they
Ew.
steal babies and feed them to their worm god.
It's
Where
the
did
milk that's
curdled
the
milk?
gross.
Yeah, that's a.
Milk is an important resource here, as you well know.
Just
So
I
it's
had forgotten,
wasteful.
but you're right. Well, should we just keep going before this
Onward
Angus
to the
comes
cave
back?
of wonders, Frostflax, yeah! And then he slowly waddles ahead.
He's
Maybe,
enthusiastic.
yeah, maybe we should let him lead, so we don't just kind of leave him behind. I don't know. I'm just trying to be nice.
Odo really had to get out. He needs this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right.
I
We'll
feel
just
that.
keep
But
going.
he's scouting ahead now. That's good for us. Much safer.
Yeah.
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 So are we going to make camp in the woods, or are we going to arrive at the cave around the gloaming, around dusk?
Makes sense to make camp, right? Or no?
I think camping like in the woods is pretty dangerous.
Maybe we
So
go
maybe
to the cave and camp once we get there.
Like not in the cave, but like
No.
outside.
No.
Yeah.
That's not a good. Yeah, like adjacent to the cave. The cave adjacent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cave adjacent, exactly. It's
Very
a really
good.
nice area, cave
Yeah,
adjacent.
Yeah.
Very good.
Walk
Okay,
really
so
Close to
we're
the
going
schools.
to camp outside the cave. Any more specifics you want to give me? Are you at the mouth of the cave? Are you, inside the tree line? Anything like that?
Let's see how much clearing there is before we
Mhm.
make that.
Well, the Cave of the Unknown was not as easily discovered as the Caves of Chaos, because as we know, the Caves of Chaos is situated in kind of a large valley, kind of a cleft in the mountains, whereas the very overgrown Cave of the Unknown is unknown because people went in and saw it and were like, I'm not going in there. And now that you look at it, you see that it is indeed very overgrown, and that the trees come up almost to the very mouth of it, and that there's tall grass sort of obscuring the entrance, and really sort of evocative vines kind of curling around the entrance, and there is a smell of dampness emanating from within it. And the sun is starting to sink into the west.
Perhaps we should stay in the tree line just to be a little bit less visible.
Yeah, I feel that. Maybe even set up a guard position. Like maybe one of us stays up and we take shifts. I don't know.
Yes,
Watch.
Yes, when we adventure, we guard, don't we? But before that, let Bodo fix you an old-fashioned camping cuisine dinner.
I'm glad we
cool.
brought him.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Starts making a nice big fire, and he lights
maybe
the
no
fire. What's that?
Maybe no fire. Seems
But
like
I've
that.
got these game birds, and I've got it's a leg of lamb here, and then there's all of these grains. I was going to work into kind of an onion stew.
He's gonna
You
work
know
the
what?
grains.
I start building the fire. Let's do this.
Oh yes.
Let's just
We'll
have
do
a good meal, because if we die, at least we've eaten well.
Exactly.
Very good.
Duck is really good meat too. It's very, it's like meat butter if you cook it right.
So you are allowing him to set the large fire, and he is cooking up a big meal, and he even brought little portable casks of small beer for everybody.
Wow.
And soon you're all sitting around this cozy fire, eating game birds. They're delicious. Bodo is a great cook out in the wild, and because you've set a fire before anything even happens, it's time for a random encounter.
Before we can enjoy the food.
And
You're in
okay.
in media res enjoying the food.
I'm very interested in this savory grain salad he was going to prepare.
And this bottled beer. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't brought him with us before. I wish we had had him when we were in the other cave.
This is like playing an actual fantasy novel where they really talk about the meals for a long time.
This is. Man. Some of the best
People,
parts. Reading those.
people that would like to try to roll their hearing skill may do so.
I do not have.
I got a 5.
So you did it. So it is Robin Softshoes who hears coming through the woods the faintest trace of a footstep. Someone is stealthily approaching.
Shh, put the fire out. Put the fire out. I hear someone is sneaking up on us. Can I start to like push dirt onto the fire?
You may.
Try and put it out real
fast.
Where?
Can I like lean over to Robin Softshoes and say like, perhaps we can get the drop on them. You disappear into the woods. We'll stay here by the fire, and then you sneak around behind them.
Oh, good idea. That's right. I should be able to do that. Okay.
We'll look like easy prey, but we'll be bristling with points and bludgeons, ready to.
Bodo's like, someone's coming. What do we do?
Bodo, just stay calm. Stay calm. We're just gonna
act normal.
Yes.
Okay. This is good food.
It's very good food. Yes.
Robin,
Can
are
I
you going?
Move silently, if I roll it well, toward the sound I hear, and if that works, possibly climb a tree, and then so I could drop down on him, maybe.
You indeed may do that. You indeed may do that, Robin Softshoes. And you have soft shoes yourself. So
Yes.
you're going to try to roll your move silently skill. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
So-
you have a what for that?
I have a 20%.
Not horrible. And you have a percentile dice to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Roll your 2d10s.
Oh, it's so close. It hurts so bad.
How much-
It's a
what is it?
25. It's
Well,
25.
I am the referee, and that is only 5 over. So I'm going to rule that you do not get all the way up in a tree, Robin Softshoes, but you do manage to get behind whoever this person is.
Okay.
And you get behind them, and you're kind of the tree. You like kind of try. You realize it's going to cause too much sound. It's going to be too loud if you try to get up there. But you're looking at them, and you notice that they are looking at the fire, and they're looking at your tree companions, and Bodo going, and this person, you only see the back of them in silhouette, and you see them draw a bow and pull it back.
I take my +1 dagger out and I backstab him.
Very good. Go for it.
Okay. Oh gosh.
You're the best intern we've ever had.
And you're just like,
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20. Okay. Oh gosh. I've forgotten everything. Okay.
That's
how do
okay.
I-
Just let me know your result, and I'll let you know how it went.
I rolled a 12.
12 comes with
Attack,
16s.
polearm, longbow. Oh, I don't actually have the details for the dagger in here. So I
That's
don't-
okay. I can
I
give
don't
those
know.
to you right away. I can first of all tell you that you have hit.
I also get a +4 to
Nice.
hit because if you are allowing this as a backstab.
I am allowing this as a backstab, and that's why I'm not even going to give the guy, like, I'm not going to roll initiative and everything. You successfully surprised him. And so you do attack with your dagger. You feel bad?
I feel guilty. I know that he was pulling a bow to shoot us, but
I don't know
this person.
I don't know if thievery is your vocation, Robin Softshoes.
I'm
This guy's a-
lawful. Was this lawful? Robin has a.
Okay, I'm going to
Texas.
say that from the point of view of the referee, but maybe not from your character. Your character can believe whatever they want. It is lawful because he was about to kill. He
Okay,
was about to
good.
murder
Good,
your
good.
companions. Okay,
That's right.
So your dagger does 1d4.
+1.
+1 plus I get to double any damage. So I do 8 damage.
Okay, let's see. Will that be enough, or is there about to be a fight?
"Boy,
Surely 8. This is a tough dude.
Yeah, right?
Let's see. Sorry, I've lost the page.
just
Right in the neck, just like I'm in
Jugular.
like The Last of Us.
Here we go.
oh yeah."
Okay. All right. Sorry. I can't believe I can't find this. Oh, yeah, you kill him. Or her.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Your
whoever.
dagger goes right into its back, and you hear, and it crumples in your arms back toward you, and you're looking at an elf, with a skin the color of a thundercloud.
It's one of those scary ones. It's a Morgan.
And it's big, like green eyes, like stare up at you for a second and then roll back into the back of its head. And this Morgan falls to the ground.
I'm gonna drag them back over to the fire and just drop the body, and go. Good idea, Boople.
I mean,
I did not expect you to come back with a dead body. I'm actually very impressed.
yeah, like
I got
well
it.
done.
I think it's a Morgan. I haven't searched them for anything valuable yet.
Your kill, your loot.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what it had. Are you going to search the body?
Yeah, I'll search the body.
Okay, great. So the first thing you find is that our friend has. Let's see. We'll do this way. Okay. Our friend has some sort of vial of some sort of like strange potion stoppered inside of an acorn. You like open the top of the acorn, and there's like a little bit of like some kind of fragrant liquid inside.
Don't know what it is.
Our friend, and he was wearing that on like a thong around his neck. And he also has, of course, a beautiful, big, curved black dagger, but it is not a +1 dagger. And he also has a beautiful, big bow made of yew. But it is not a +1 bow as far as you can tell. It doesn't have any magic sigils on it. It's a long bow.
I already have a long bow, so I don't need that. Or the dagger. I'll wear if it was on if the acorn it was on a thong. I'll put it on.
Bodo says, "Let me see that potion, lass."
Oh, okay. Oh,
as a tavern keep, I'm familiar with many droughts and alchemical regents. And let's see how familiar he is. Haha. Oh. That, I'd be careful with that. That's a draught of diminution.
Oh. Does it work? Do you have to drink it, or do you just splash it on someone?
Yeah, drink it and you'll become very wee.
Okay.
Teensy tiny. And if you get someone else to drink it, why, they'd become wee, wouldn't they?
I guess so. Put that on.
All right.
Cool.
Safe to assume that he is not the only dangerous person wandering around these woods, and this fire maybe has done its work.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to put it out now.
But the food was good, wasn't it?
Oh, it's incredible.
I'll never go on an adventure without you.
Yeah,
did
I
yourself.
People like it when I put that sauce on the game bird. Okay, I'll put it.
It's really good.
But you didn't drown it in the sauce. That's the thing. It was like a good amount.
You don't want to over sauce. All right, I put it out. Okay, and so now are people going to keep watches?
I think we are.
I think we should. Yeah.
Okay, so who's first watch?
Robin, I think you've earned last watch. Why don't you go to sleep?
Okay. Thanks. Wow. Thanks so much.
No, you.
Pull my cloak over me and just like sleep peacefully, knowing that I killed someone who deserved it.
That's the peaceful sleep of blood.
Should we give Bodo first watch, and then
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay, so Bodo takes first watch, and let's see. Oh, damn. Okay. Bodo has taken first watch. Okay, Bodo wakes you up only like an hour after you've fallen asleep. He's like, Boople, Robin, your lordship, Your lordship, forgive me for waking you. I know nobles need their rest. Please, I kiss your ring. I kiss your ring.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. No, all right.
Listen, look.
So greasy.
Look. And he points up to the tree line, and you can hear this creaking sound, and you see that a tree is kind of moving along the tree line.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh.
A tree is moving like Treebeard. It's like it's walking.
Oh my god!
It looks like it's a bit of distance away from you. It might be 100 feet or more away from you. But it's making like a loud, like crashing sound as it moves through the forest. Of course, past other trees.
I think we should sit and quietly enjoy this. This is magical.
This is very magical,
right?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's in our direction or that it knows it's here? It's just we're spotting it move by, like a shooting star.
Let's see if it's headed in your direction.
Okay.
It is not, and its reaction roll means that it doesn't notice you, and soon the sounds of its passing head off deep into the wood again, and he's like, I have never seen such wonders.
You know what? Neither have I. And thank you for waking me up to have us all experience that. It was actually kind of nice of you.
Boople removes from his pack this beautiful elven book, and inside you see a light elven script and beautiful drawings, including one of a unicorn. And then it gets to an empty page, and with his thick dwarven fingers begins to draw a tree with legs on it.
Ooh.
And then closes the book and puts it in his back.
Speaking of drawing, there's my potion acorn necklace.
Wow,
so,
that's amazing. That means you get to. Are you taking second? No, Robin's taking last watch. Robin, when you take watch, something special could happen to help you. Or we'll find out.
Don't be intimidated, Will, by my my obvious talent.
It's very impressive. Like the line weight. I like the composition's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Who's taking second watch?
Boople.
Boople? Okay.
Boople has infravision, and I don't have just generic hearing. I have listen at doors, which is probably a little different, right?
Listen at doors is a little different. Yeah, it's not, you can't just listen with that, but you have infravision, which is going to help you quite a bit. Boople, at one point, you do see something creepy and crawly kind of scaling one of the trees nearby, and it's quite large. It's about the size of like an orc's hand. An enormous spider is climbing up the tree.
If it's just the one, I will let it go, although I will keep an arrow knocked.
Let me see. It doesn't come toward you. It just climbs the tree, and that's the end of your watch. An hour or so later, and then it is Sir Clip-Clop.
Yes.
All right.
Stand vigil.
A long night near the cave of the unknown, Sir Clip-Clop. Okay. And what does Sir Clip-Clop see? What does he see? Sir Clip-Clop, you at one point notice a gecko moving through the long grass around your foot.
Oh, look at you.
And it kind of is like moving slowly, its belly kind of moving through the dirt. Would you like to interact with this small lizard or ignore?
I would like to follow it.
You would like to follow it.
Right
Very
answer.
good. The gecko moves through your camp. It kind of
Oh my god.
uses its tongue to kind of test the area around your campfire. The fire is now out. It moves through the ashes and then leaves little ash footprints as it approaches the cave and starts to go inside the cave.
Well, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be going in there, but I do want to poke that lizard with a stick.
Okay, you poke the lizard with a stick, and it makes the lizard fall over for a second and then start running quickly into the cave.
Oh, okay. Well, that was fun. Well, I should probably be doing the thing I was supposed to be doing.
Very good. And so your watch passes. That was the most event that you had. And now it's Robin Softshoes' turn. Robin, it's almost dawn. Let's see if anything happens during your watch. And since you drew an incredible picture,
Thank you.
I'm going to let whatever your next roll is, we'll have some kind of bonus. Let's see here. So, okay. Okay. So, Robin Softshoes, you're kind of sitting there, and it's almost dawn. Like the blue in the sky is getting a little lighter, and you see an enormous black cat crawling up over the entrance of the cave, like climbing with speed and grace. It is a panther of some sort.
Just sit quietly.
You just sit quietly?
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't seem interested in you. But you can see that it is now perched at the lip of the cave, and it's kind of smelling like down toward, the floor beneath the cave. Like it's like kind of searching or preparing to hunt for something. Soon, the day is starting to dawn, and the panther hasn't moved. It's almost time to wake up your companions.
Ooh. Okay. I'm just gonna quietly go on and like shake them awake and be like, hey guys, it's time to wake up. But do it quietly, because there's a panther. Shh, shh, shh. There's a panther perched on. I don't want to draw too much attention. There's a panther at the cave entrance.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I didn't want to do anything without all of you.
What's going on?
Okay, no.
What?
Nope.
There's a panther at the cave entrance.
And you look over there, and it's actually kind of hard to see it because its camouflage is so good. It just looks like maybe like a shadow in the rock, or like a shadow left by a tree that's hanging over it. But yes, there is indeed a big cat sunning itself over the entrance to the cave.
Do we have any leftover meat we could distract it with so that we could get into the entrance of the cave? We can chuck some of last night's dinner
We
for
have
the
all
panther
these
to eat,
game
and then we'll
bird
go
carcasses.
by. Yeah.
Yeah. Should I throw one?
Well,
It's a
maybe throw
big
a
cat.
bone.
We should probably throw 4.
Very good. Should I do it?
We're wasting a lot of meat, but all right. That's
Sure. Although,
Yeah.
and fully expecting
Right?
that this panther's just going to murder him, I will knock an arrow to cover him.
Bodo takes a bunch of carcasses and he throws them, but let's see how good Bodo is at throwing. He's quite good. And his
Checking
4,
barrels for the last 20 years.
his 4 carcasses, and by the way, they are what you've eaten already. And he had kind of buried them before to keep animals from kind of coming around, but now they're like laying out in front of the cave, and the panther immediately and then sinuously slides down and takes up a bunch in its jaws and moves off into the woods.
Good job, guys.
yeah. If you think that's crazy, you should have seen this lizard last night. It was nuts.
You didn't wake us up for a lizard?
Well, I handled it. I found a stick and I managed to scare it off into the cave. So,
So maybe
Yeah,
we'll see it
stories
again
I saw.
today.
maybe.
Saw an identified shape climb a tree. It's no big deal.
Oh.
Oh,
So a pretty active forest, I guess.
yeah, it seems pretty. But that's also why you come out to the wilderness to, see some pretty wonderful active
see nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I saw this tree with legs. Look at this. Look at the little tree with legs.
Boople
Wow.
sees your drawing and he's immediately ashamed of his own.
It's okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Booble, don't be upset. It's okay.
So, the sun has risen bright and clear, and the cave of the unknown awaits you. It's right there.
Is everybody ready? Have you done your
Let's
sketches?
do it.
let's go venturing. You
Right.
first, though.
Photo, just to be clear, given the number of encounters we've had in the night, this mule will almost certainly be dead by the time we return. You should steel yourself.
Hey again.
Can the
Don't
mule
talk
come
to
with us?
Frostflax like that.
All right. Well, maybe.
You're a callous dwarf. I'm sorry, Frostflax. He didn't mean it.
All right.
The mule comes with us.
So sneaking's not an option.
Yeah, I guess
Into the
not.
caves we go.
Well, maybe you should hang back. Would you be upset if you hung back or no? Because honestly, either way, the mule's dying going in this cave or being left outside.
Look, I'm not sure I want to go in the cave. I'm losing my nerve. I've already seen such wonders. I'm afraid that I'll pick up some bad juju, a curse.
Or worse, that's fair.
I mean, you could also die. It's like a curse. Worse.
Oh, I
You
could
could
die?
ride back home, I guess, and leave mid-adventure.
What should I do? Robin Softshoes, you're a great hero.
Oh, no, I'm just an intern.
You slaughtered the strange,
Well,
evil Morrigan who was
it's just
coming
because
to
I'm
kill us.
quiet and I don't take up too much space so people don't notice me. That's all.
Quit apologizing. You're amazing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Robin,
No, I'm
I'm
sorry.
the one who should be apologizing to you. I'm sorry that I am a coward.
No,
Should I
Bodo.
come in with the mule or should I go?
Look, only you can answer that question for yourself, Bodo. Look inside your heart and go with your gut. You know what's right for you. And you've had a great adventure already. So if you need to take your mule and go home, then we'll understand.
Cut to a short montage of Bodo kind of walking along, skipping stones across a lake, kind of like looking up at the trees and thinking, and then rolling to see.
Random encounter table.
He comes back and he's like, I'm going in, and Frostflax is going with me. Now
All
who's
right.
coming?
Here's a thought. Just one thought, actually. Are you opposed to shrinking your mule? Think about that. We have a shrinking thing.
True.
We put your mule in a pocket so it doesn't clip-clop all over the place.
But
And
do
I
we
wouldn't
have
know
a way
about
for
that.
the mule to get back to its
Unshrunk?
normal size? I was thinking we'd use it like if we ran into a minotaur, for example, and we fooled it into drinking it. But maybe it is a better use for the mule. But what if
would
the
like
mule
a
always
small
stays
minotaur
small?
more than a small mule? If you're just asking me.
And then you have a small
I
buddy.
could never ask you to use your powerful magic for my mule. Frostflax is a warrior's mule. I was assured that he's well acquainted with all various forms of dungeon combat. Frostflax can handle himself. And you
Meanwhile,
look at
the
the
mule-
mule, and the mule just sort of loudly flatulates.
All right.
Well, maybe Frostfox will get lucky.
Shall we head in?
I think
Yeah.
we shall.
Yes, let's go.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's see. Let's go. Let's dream. Come along with me. I need to roll to find out what kind of chamber you're in.
Musical
So that
improv.
tree with legs really was very cool.
Oh, I know. It was.
To
Oh, thanks.
reiterate again, that was
It was really cool, and I don't think that Robin or Will have rolled yet. So when they do, remind me that their drawings earn them something special on their next roll. And so you enter into the cave, and you can see that it's very wet in this cave. Whatever the process is where water kind of seeps down into a cave and creates a cave, that process isn't over from the many stalactites. They're dripping, and it's not like the caves of chaos, which have been cleared out to make sort of a domicile for the various strange humanoid beasts that dwell there. This is like, lots of like beautiful natural formations with water just kind of sliding down them. And now that you're inside, a constant sound of tinkle, 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 tinkle. But from this chamber, you can see 3 different ways that you could go. You could start kind of climbing downward, because the cave, of course, goes down into the earth. And I mean down. And it would be a little bit of a climb if you kind of head to your slight left. Or you could kind of go try to bang around in these areas that are kind of cut off by like sort of curtains of stalactites and stalagmites that have met, right? So they form kind of natural columns. And you can see that there seem to be sort of 2 general areas like that kind of like curve off in different directions to your right. It looks like Frostflax might have trouble moving through those areas.
Yeah, the mule's really going to limit our options here.
Yeah.
Nonsense, look. And he hops onto Frostflax and he's like, yeah, Frostflax. And you can see that the mule, just like a Grand Canyon mule, can take the downward path no problem. He looks back up at you and he's like, see?
I guess
He's sure-footed.
going down.
Actually, I'm very impressed by that. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, you're going down into the...
Downtown,
yes,
where the
okay, very good.
monsters are. Downtown, hope we get super far.
What, Little Shop?
Yeah.
Okay, wait 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right. So you come down into an area which is kind of much broader and larger. Like you've been kind of climbing down for like 10 minutes. And when you come down into this area, you see that here someone has hung a body. And it's kind of hanging from a very large stalactite. It's kind of like tied up against the stalactite. And you can see that the bottom of the stalactite has been... by the way, are humans they using some kind of light source?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Oh, we did
Well,
not.
I'm going to rule then that your friend Bodo has lit a lantern. And so it's 10 feet before you get to this thing. And let's see if he screams, everybody, when he sees this, because Bodo is a bit of a coward.
Oh, why did we bring him?
He does scream. So you get to within 10 feet of this body hanging on the stalactite. And Bodo goes, ah! And you can now see that it is an orc. An orc has been killed and tied to this stalactite, and it looks like under it someone had made a large fire that is now out.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Seems like we're dealing with...
After the scream, I'm going to settle and then listen and see if anything in the cave reacts to.
Should we be careful of cannibalistic underground dwellers of any kind, or humanoid?
There have been no chuds on this island in years.
So, yes, in fact, Boople, now that you've all descended down into this area and the way out is like a pretty steep climb back up to the entrance of the cave, you now hear like from like the recesses of this large chamber, that like many small tunnels, you can hear someone or something moving in them.
We should not be here when they come to investigate.
So do we go back? Is there any... Mr. Von Borplesby, where do we go?
The only way we can go, Softshoes. Deeper.
Okay. Oh, boy, okay.
How was this orc killed, by the way?
Yeah.
The orc, so are you stopping to examine and explore?
I know this fucking game, and I know if I do so, you're going to immediately roll some
We're
dice.
going to be
Let's go
beset.
deeper.
Yeah.
I don't want information. Let's move forward.
Okay. So let's see here. You notice that there are high up on the walls here, and you can kind of almost climb up to them. You can climb up to them. Passages you didn't notice when you first got to this broad area at the bottom of the hill, and they have like kind of circular, almost like burrows kind of carved into the wall, and there are 4 of them that you can see. Unfortunately, Boople, that is where the sounds are coming from. And unless you hide or choose one quickly, you are going to encounter whatever's coming out of them.
I spoke too soon, Clip-Clop. Clearly chud holes. Let's
my
move.
gods. Well, all right. Let me grab my blade.
Are you going to get ready to fight, or are you going in one of the burrows?
Yeah, I'll draw my blade and sort of prepare for a fight, I guess. Yeah.
You know, if we go in one of the burrows, then we only have to face what's in one of the burrows. If we wait outside all the burrows and something pours out of all of them, we have to fight all of them.
True.
Maybe we're proactive and we
Can the mule get into a burrow?
No.
Yes, it's large, and the burrows are large enough that a mule could get in, but it's going to have to kind of like crawl and be led by Bodo.
There's 4.
There are 4.
Go in the one that is closest to us on the right.
Very good. Okay, and so Robin, because you're the one that said, let's go, I want you to try to roll under your dexterity to see how quickly you're able to get in.
Okay.
If you're able to get in, because you guys have talked a lot, and you have to see if you can get in before all of these creatures, whatever they are, come out.
Under my dexterity?
Yes, on a D20.
I rolled a 9, and my dex is 18, so...
So you all move into this burrow, and you haven't gone very far when you suddenly come to a wooden door, and you can hear something is opening the door from the other side. And by the way, your marching order is now Robin in front, and then you can tell me who's in the back, but I'm going to assume Bodo is in the back.
Keep the ass back. In the back, that makes the most
Sure.
sense.
And by the way, it does appear to be a combat donkey, because it's not like it's a combat mule, because it's not like complaining. It's just kind of like clip-clopping very quietly as Bodo leads it into this tunnel. Who is behind Robin Softshoes?
Clip-Clop will. I don't know.
Clip-Clop. There you go. Then Boople.
I will...
Bodo
if
and
I
Frostlax.
If I can hear like someone's about to come through the door, I'd like to like get myself up against the wall. So like as the door opens, I would be right in front of the opening with a arrow drawn in my bow, so that I can just like be ready to shoot, but also not right in the center. So a melee person could possibly move past me if they need to. Does that make sense? Is there room for that?
Sense. There is room for that. And let's go ahead and give you guys a surprise attack for that, because you nailed your dexterity to get in here quickly, and then you made some good planning. And so suddenly a very short humanoid with fuzzy eyebrows and a crazy mane of hair and tattoos on his face and on his rippling tiny biceps, wearing a kilt, comes running forward,
one of these,
carrying like a hand axe, like a tomahawk, and runs out and immediately sees you. And you may take your free attack.
Ooh, go for it, Rob.
Ooh, I rolled a 17.
That's enough to hit.
Plus 3, yeah. So that will do 1d6 plus 3 damage.
The transformation of Robin Softshoes into
8.
a stone cold assassin.
I don't know if it does plus 3 damage. Does it? Does it only do to add to your hit roll? I may have told you wrong last time.
So tell me what to do. This says attack, longbow, plus 3. Then it says 1d6 plus 3 damage.
That's probably a mistake.
I
put that on there and I was mistaken, or maybe Clinton Trucks did.
Take it off.
We're using 5e, so the plus 3 stays when you're attacking Robin Softshoes. That is
but
correct.
not on the damage.
Okay,
so I rolled a great. Sorry.
No, great.
So I rolled a 5.
You kill him instantly. The arrow goes through his chest. Robin Softshoes, a gout of arterial spray explodes outward all over you, Robin Softshoes.
So small, but so much blood.
Yes, and he crumples to the ground in front of his his little burrow.
Oh, that's why they're so angry. They're under pressure.
Oh, I got him.
They're overstuffed with blood.
That's it. Yeah. I honestly was like, boom. You need a napkin or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything? I'm just like wiping.
Bodo is up front going, "What's happening?"
Bodo, do you have like a
He's in the
rag?
back, I mean. Oh, yeah, here you go. He passes
The
a
bar
rag
rag.
forward.
Yeah. Robin, here you go.
I wipe, and then I say, pass it back to him and use this to like prepare him for what he's about to see.
Sure. I hope you weren't attached to this.
It's a perfect picture of Robin's face.
You should keep that.
Very good.
Might
And
be
so,
like a holy item one day.
Yeah, the Shroud of Robin.
and so,
Jared,
yes.
is this Angus's kilt a utilikilt? Does it have pockets?
A utilikilt. What an odd question.
It's my least favorite booth at Comic-Con. They sell modern day men's kilts called utilikilts, and they have
This
pockets.
kilt is as you begin to search the body, you realize this kilt is an ingenious garment filled with all kinds of places to hide weapons and poisons and needles and vials, done with ingenious craftsmanship. Also, you find that he had in the like kind of the toga part of his kilt, he had a beautiful kind of golden brooch kind of holding it up, and also he had like armbands of like purest silver.
Where did this chud get all this stuff? My God,
Guys, this is a fantastic cave. Every one of these guys is worth so much XP. I'm gonna go on a full chud hunt now.
So
I'm chud hungry too.
I can tell you that the brooch is worth 80 gold, and each armband is worth 90 gold.
Ooh,
There's two of them. Assuming he's a two-armed chud.
that's enough money to buy me a new name.
And Bodo says, "I can hear the others. They're looking for us."
Let's go through the door.
Oh yeah.
So you go through the door, and going through the door, you find yourselves in maybe his like little domicile. You can see he has like in one corner like animal furs like piled up to sleep on, and he also has a big a table with a big kind of gleaming silver bowl that has these like kind of Celtic runes kind of bent into the metal, and he has all kinds of weird plants hanging from the ceiling that apparently he eats or does things with. And he has little cubbies dug into the wall with little knickknacks and little statuettes on them.
I turn to my companions. I say, pay no attention to this. They're barely sentient. I know it looks like they have culture and intelligence, but it's best not to think about these sort of things.
Yeah, Boople, I'm having second thoughts. It seems like what side of history are we going to be on doing? We're going to do.
And as you say that, Boople's dumping out the silver bowl and dropping it in the bag.
Oh yeah, I want to add that silver bowl to my bowl collection. It'll go really nicely with my copper bowl.
The silver bowl is worth. It might be worth 300 silver.
Okay, that's a lot of silver. All right. I'm starting to think I'm not going to find that lizard again, but okay. I guess we'll steal some of the stuff.
You might actually be a noble by the time we get out of here, as fast as we're picking up XP.
Robin has in her head that all these weird creatures might have potions on them. So can she do like a quick glance through all the cubbies, just looking to see if there's any other things that look like vials, especially acorn-shaped ones, because she thinks that's pretty cute.
Drafts, draughts, and filters.
Are you? Yes, drafts, draughts, and filters. Would you please give me a little bit of a search roll of some sort? Do you have any kind of skill in that way, Robin, as a thief?
I don't.
Bodo is now pulling
traps.
pulling the donkey all the way into the room. Sorry, it's a mule. Okay, that's okay. Then you
Yeah,
can just
I don't think I do. Yeah. But
roll
yeah.
under your wisdom for me if you don't mind.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't do it. I rolled a 15. My wisdom is 13.
Okay, very good. So all you find, you don't find anything that looks like it's alchemical in nature, Robin. You find a lot of little rams, like little knickknacks that look like rams, and little knickknacks that look like warrior men, and sort of there's the little ones that look like humans or halflings. Their anatomy is a little embarrassing, kind of that crude, kind of old style where you're kind of like, I mean, if you're a prude, it's a little embarrassing. If you just enjoy great art, it's no problem. And so that is what you find, and that is your 10-minute exploration turn. And who else would like to take it?
Can I
go ahead.
just pocket one of the what were they, goats or cows or animal ones? The beast.
Yeah, one of the little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may, and you do that.
Because if Bodo makes it out of here, and the mule doesn't, it might be a nice like commemorative. It's kind of like a mule figure.
Right. Yeah,
that's what she's
great.
thinking as she pockets it.
You find one that looks exactly like Frostflax. And now, Clint and Trucks with Boople like to take I think throwing the bowl into your bag doesn't take any time at all. Would you like to take a full exploration turn like Robin Softshoes just did, Boople?
Yeah, let's do it.
Where are you looking? And what are you looking at?
So I'm actually going to start tossing all of these sort of soft portions of this little cubby we've found, like the bed, moving the plants aside, looking for stuff or hidden chambers or anything.
So you're tossing the animal hides on the ground? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. You immediately toss off a bunch of animal hides, and there's a person under there. There's another halfling, and it starts going, and screaming very loudly.
I beat it to death, but you know that it was a reaction. I was scared too, and I'm sorry.
I think Bodo also starts screaming, and it's very likely that someone may be headed here. This halfling is like looking at all of you now, like and kind of like looking around, and then now this halfling is digging through the
pull the arrow back and be like, and say in Gnomish, peace.
Okay, the
And
halfling has stopped.
In common, I say, somebody shoot this piece of shit.
I'll cleave him. How about that? Does that work? Or?
Yeah, it works. So you're gonna attack this person?
Will do. Yes.
Should we ask for information before we just, as Robin says, as
we're fighting now? It leaps for whatever it has down in the furs, and Clip-Clop, you can go first in initiative because it has to use a move action to get armed. So here we go.
Okay, let's see here. Ooh, okay, I rolled an 11, so
very good. Let's see. And an 11, my friend, does not hit.
Ooh.
So Clip-Clop's like, I'll handle it, and runs forward and swings at the member of the Angus tribe, who suddenly comes up with a big, nasty-looking dagger and attacks Sir Clip-Clop Roachford.
No.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. What's your AC, Sir Clip-Clop?
My AC, let's see here. I am at 6.
You're a 6 AC. Oh my god, Sir Clip-Clop. The halfling hits you. And does 3 damage to you.
Oh, that would have killed me.
It's a good thing I have 7 hit points on this one.
And now she's laughing as the dagger goes in.
Really?
The rest of the team can move into initiative order with Clip-Clop if they'd like. So in any order you guys would like to go, Clip-Clop could still go first, or Robin, whoever wants to go. You guys can all act.
I've had this arrow drawn for a while. I release and shoot the.
Would anybody like to move first of all?
I'll move out of the way so Boople will shoot the little freak.
And we'll do missile attacks. Go ahead, Boople.
All right. Yeah, I'm guessing that an 8 doesn't hit anything.
You are guessing that an 8 doesn't hit anything, and
11 didn't. So
let me see. I'm afraid not, my friend. So your arrow goes wide, and then it is up to anybody. Robin, did you have a weapon drawn?
I had my bow and arrow out from when I shot the first one, so I'll after I pocket the tchotchke, and I'm like, and gosh, I hope this goes well. Okay, that's a 13.
A 13, yes. Okay, so that's very good, and that is a hit.
I assume we're in short range, probably.
That is correct. You are in short range.
I don't remember the difference that makes, but
it gives you a little more. It gives you a +1. So.
Oh, cool. I rolled a 5 on my D6 somehow,
and you kill her. Your arrow hits home, and she her arrow is holding her against the earthen wall of the back. And before she dies, she says something that you don't quite catch in a gnomish dialect, Boople, that is like, "I died with your blood on my hands."
What'd she say? Did she say something real mean, like "You people are the worst" or something?
She's like, I deserve this, and you shouldn't lose a wink of sleep tonight.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I don't feel bad doing this, and I proceed to cut off her head from her now dead corpse.
Oh my God. Bodo is like, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you?"
She stabbed me, all right?
Don't look, Frostflax.
You all saw that.
Don't look. Don't look.
I
It's too
forgot
awful.
there's an innocent mule watching this whole
I
thing.
thought that you were a hero. I thought you were a nobleman.
You saw her stab me. I'm angry, all right? I'm sorry.
What is your alignment?
That's a good question.
I know I'm supposed to be I'm a lawful man, sir, if you will.
This is not lawful.
Well, to be fair,
Shame on you.
she was already dead.
It's taking out my anger, all right?
There's no laws on the books.
We don't mutilate the bodies of the dead at the fort on the far seas. We have to keep our civilized ways. Dunk, 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 dunk. Dunk, 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 dunk. Uh-oh. We gotta get out of here. I'm hiding under the furs.
That's not getting out of here,
Wait,
Bodo.
that's not, yeah.
She have this is
From
such
outside,
a
you hear.
Oh no.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, I know what to do. There's got to come in a doorway, right? So
You
we
have
just
about one
bottleneck 'em.
exploration turn. Oh, yeah, that happened last time. It worked out great. You have one exploration turn before they, come in.
We need to see if there's a way out, right? I will do. I will use my exploration turn to kind of try and continue what Boople von Borplesby was doing and see if there's like any hidden anything.
Are you searching for secret doors?
Yeah, I think
Why don't you do you have that skill in your sheet if I'm not mistaken? Am I wrong?
I have hear noise. I think is the only thing I have in terms of like a secret-y thing.
Oh, okay. Does anybody have
on the thief sheet? I have it.
Oh, okay. Would you guys like to spend an exploration turn looking for secret doors, or would you like to spend an exploration turn getting ready for these people to come in? It's up to you.
I think we should just get ready for this. This is not
Okay.
expecting to find a secret door.
I'm just an intern, so I'll do that.
Hey, I think after this, you're going to be probably hired on to a full whatever position you're looking for.
I'm probably not ready, but thank you. That's really nice.
No problem.
Bodo is like, Frostflax, she's in the way. I've got to get her deeper. Help me. Because Frostflax is kind of standing in the doorway.
Okay.
So let's-
Is anybody helping him?
Yeah, I'll help.
let's.
Okay. You
We
get
should clear the
Frostflax.
door, and then this is not a big space we're in, right?
It's the size of a humble cottage.
Okay. My thought is that we should, whoever's out there, let them come through the door, and we hit them as they come through, right? Like
Yeah,
we've got
I
a choke
agree.
point here. We should use this choke point.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Let them come.
Very, very good.
So as the mule moves out of the way, I'll post myself with my bow just back from the doorway and leave room as well for everyone else to be able to do similar things.
Great.
Yeah, my sword drawn, all that.
The door opens, and that we're gonna roll initiative right now. Because the door comes flying open. Roll initiative, everybody.
Remind me what the initiative roll is, George.
You roll your side rolls 1d6. Sorry.
Oh, 1d6.
You want to roll for us, Will?
Let's see here. 1d6. Okay. 2.
Okay, they go first, and the way that they go first is they sort of surprise you because the first thing that comes in aren't more halflings. An enormous black panther leaps into the room.
We fed you.
This is not a good situation.
And comes into the room like, and it's going to come into the room, and so are 3 of the Angus warriors, the halflings, and they are also all like carrying bows. No, I'm sorry, they're carrying small axes, which they're going to throw before they come in close. So let's deal with the panther first. The panther's going to pick a target here. I'm going to roll a d3 to see who it goes after.
Oh,
Unfortunately, it goes after Clip-Clop, who's already been hurt.
no.
Oh, no.
And let's see, here it comes. Clip-Clop. Oh, damn.
No.
It's got a good THAC0, buddy. And it attacks you. Oh, my God. It rolls a 3.
Yeah.
So even with
We
its
have one
excellent
round.
THAC0, let me just check something. Even with its excellent THAC0, a 3 is not going to do anything. And let's see, how many attacks does it get, though? Oh, it gets 2 claw attacks. Here comes its second one.
We should have left the
Okay.
mule in the doorway to be a defense.
Okay,
Yeah.
that time it rolled a 1, and because it rolled a 1 that time, I'm not going to give it its third attack, which is a bite. I'm going to say that for whatever reason, Clip-Clop is able to kind of like evade this thing and keep it at arm's length, and that's when let's see here. Let's be fair. I'm going to roll the d3, and that's how many of these halflings have a shot at you guys, because like you said, it's a choke point, okay? Only one of them. And let's have him choose his target. And he chooses to fire at Bodo.
Uh-oh. He's got a shield.
We're all
He's got
gonna
a shield.
die. I'm so scared.
Bodo.
It's going to be great.
We got this.
Oh boy, here we go, Bodo.
I'm getting so much good XP. I don't want to die today.
If we make it
natural 20.
Uh-oh.
What?
What? No, Bodo!
Natural 20. Bodo's like, no! And tries to raise his shield. And that's when the hand axe hits him right in the head.
Oh, no, Bodo!
Bodo!
Bodo drops
Okay,
dead,
let's
and the mule just
see.
looks up. No, it's
Let's
fresh.
see. Wait, it could still not roll that much damage. It could still not roll that much damage.
Oh,
Let's see.
Bodo, the duck was only mildly overcooked. Oh,
Oh, you want him
Bodo.
to die? The last thing he hears is a criticism of his cooking.
it was
Bodo,
okay.
the hand axe goes into Bodo's head, and he's like, "No, I wanted an adventure." Boom! And he lands heavily, blood gushing out of the wound in his head. But good news, guys, it's your turn. There is a panther in front of you that gets 3 attacks per round and has a great THAC0, and there are 3 halflings, one of which is the only one that had a shot because the others are kind of crowded in behind it.
We have to focus on this panther. We
I
need
will
to one
shoot-
round this panther.
I will shoot the panther with my bow in
Okay.
close range, which gets me a +4 to the roll, right?
Let's it does, but wait, let's do this. Does anybody want to move first of all? Does anybody want to move? And I'm sorry, Paula, I always forget we have to do the very special order that this game works in.
Oh, yes.
Would anybody like to
No, you're
move?
fine.
I'm going to move to
Actually-
as far from the door as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just back
Everybody's moving
up.
back against the wall, so you're back
Yeah.
against those like shelves of knickknacks. Some of them are falling off as your backs just smash up against them. Okay, great. And once that's done, we can do missile attacks. So Robin Softshoes, go for it. Are you attacking the panther with your bow?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I rolled a 16, so +4 if I'm still within 70 feet, which I think I am, would be a 20.
Yeah.
You are within 70 feet, and you did roll a 20, and you do hit this thing big time. Excellent shot. And you hit, and you may now do your damage.
4.
4 damage.
All right.
Start. If we can all do that, we're at least that. I'm no problem with this.
The thing is, like, now has like a arrow sticking out of the back of it, and now it is either Clip-Clop or Boople's turn.
Boople will take a shot at the panther. 19 plus 1, another 20.
Yes.
That's another hit. Go ahead and do your damage.
Should have killed this thing when it was.
That die
Top of the
flew
cake.
off the table, and I'm not going to chase it. So roll
That's
another one.
okay. That's fine.
4.
Oh, good.
4 more damage,
Okay,
guys.
cool.
You're doing really well. Okay. Wow. Now it's got 2 arrows sticking out of its back as it like chases its tail and it like is thrashing its claws, kicking up dust from the dirt walls and floor. And now it is Clip-Clop's turn.
Let me cleave this great beast. A 14.
A 14 is a. Let me see. Let me make sure. A
This
14
matters.
is. I believe it's a. Oh no!
No.
It's not a hit. But
Clip-Clop.
you drew a treant earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
You may re-roll if you'd like.
Okay.
Thank
My
you,
memory of-
drawing.
The memory of my drawing is influenced. Oh, okay. Ooh, 19. All right.
Oh, good.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
It stresses me out.
For a second, Clip-Clop thinks of the beauty and the wonder of the strange walking tree, and it fills him with joy and a wonder of the forest, and he strikes again. And how does he do?
Let's see here. I have to roll for damage. That's a D8.
Big numbers.
Come on.
No whammy.
A D8. That's
7.
Yes.
7 damage. The great cat is now. What kind of weapon do you use, Clip-Clop?
Oh, I'm using my, let's see here, just sword, one-handed.
So you leave a big cleft in its shoulder, and the great cat is now. It's not quite dead, but it's like. And that's when Frost Flax moves forward.
Charge, Frostflax. Evade.
Combat mule. The merchant didn't lie to Bodo. Frostflax is out to avenge his dead master. Can he get rid of the last 3 HP of this panther before the next turn? He rolls a 15. He did it. He did it. And how much damage does he do? He's tenacious. He's defensive. He's a beast of burden. And he does this much damage when he attacks. Wait, I need to get it out of my thing. He does a great amount of damage. Surely he does 3. He does 4.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does.
Smashes in the head of the panther. And that is all of your turn. And now it's the turn of my Angus tribe halflings.
Cool.
And they all move into the room so that they have they're able to engage with you, and they're going to engage melee with you. They have other hand axes in their hands, and they move in, and here they come, you guys.
gosh.
One
Here we
engages
go.
with each of you. The first one goes after Robin Softshoes.
This could be it, everyone. This
No.
could be my last moment.
Attacks. and rolls poorly. Robin, your AC is what?
4.
Right. And
So that's a 15.
yeah.
Good
I
AC.
think they need to
4's
have
great.
rolled. Yeah.
Yep,
Cool.
they don't. So it
Oh,
bangs
my
off of your armor or catches somewhere. You defend yourself. The
Oh.
next one moves over to Boople von Borplesby, and you're right at eye line with each other. Boople, you're looking right in each other's eyes as it rolls a terrible roll of a 9 and misses you
today.
as well. And they are howling in anger and shrieking their battle cries. And now a third one moves up to Clip-Clop and is trying to sever his knee
Oh.
and rolls a critical miss,
Oh.
which isn't actually a thing in old school games, but it is when I play. So
Great
rolling a
round.
1, I think, means that I'm going to immediately give them a morale check.
Yes. Run away.
You tried to slay my favorite knee. Joke's on you.
They succeed in their morale check, so they're not quite quitting yet. And now it is your turn, adventurers.
Really quickly, Clancy just posted in the chat a reminder that we have had a very notable donkey on Stream of Blood before, with some great work from Ross Ryan.
Oh yeah.
This is from our Warhammer game. There was also a very notable donkey named Ralph, the Ultimate Dog.
Aww.
That is a great name. It's no Frostflax, but it's still adorable. By the way, Frostflax is a white mule. Should have mentioned that.
Makes sense with frost.
Yeah, with the whole frost thing. It's your turn, adventurers.
So we're backed up. We moved ourselves so we were like backed against the wall. So there's no more moving away at this point. Is that true?
There's no more moving away, and they've got you cornered now. They're coming at you with their hand axes.
I guess. Just gotta shoot
I
the
mean,
one attacking me, right?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that makes the most sense at this point.
If it's our turn and we're just like, trying to decide, I will shoot the one that's attacking Robin Softshoes because she has the least health.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Aw.
Go for it. It's your turn. Movement, anybody? No one wants to move, and so missile attacks next. Go ahead.
16.
Hit.
Cool.
Yes.
5.
You kill him.
Yes.
Oh,
And that's
yeah.
amazing. You turn, instead of the one in front of you, you turn and the arrow goes through his head. He looks like Steve Martin. And then he goes down.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he is hilarious for a second. He's like, "Ooh," and then he goes down.
Great. I will then, seeing that one crumple in front of me, I will knock another arrow in my bow and shoot at the one attacking Sir Clip-Clop and hope that maybe because they're engaged with Sir Clip-Clop, I get some. They're not really unaware. Does that count if they're engaged with Sir Clip-Clop? Do I get some backstab bonus?
I'm going to allow it because it's a sort of unexpected tactic to suddenly, instead of shoot the people in front of you, I'll start shooting other people. I think it's kind of awesome. And if I saw it in an Avengers movie, I'd be like, that fucking ruled. So, yes, you may take your backstab.
And, I'm grateful to Boople, but thinking also of who's already taken damage. Sir Clip-Clop probably needs help.
Yeah.
The one thing we've learned in this game is that Boople von Borplesby will never die. So
Yeah.
don't worry about
Well, we say that now. 15.
He is one of the endless. That's a hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh.
3, but I double the damage, so 6.
Double the damage to 6 is death for this halfling. So Boople shoots the one beside him. Robin shoots the one that's like 2 people over from her. It falls, and now it is Sir Clip-Clop's turn.
Sir Clip-Clop, we're doing a thing. We're doing a thing. You do it
You know
too.
what? I feel the energy of the murder love going on in here. You're killing him. He's killing. It's wonderful. I'm going to kill Boople's halfling now.
Very good. Go for it.
Murder synergy. Let's do this.
It's like real teamwork.
Yeah. 14.
That is a hit.
Woo! All right, now to roll for damage. 2.
2 damage doesn't kill him.
Oh
He's
no.
got 1 damage left, but all of his friends are dead. It's his turn, and he can make a morale check, which he fails.
Run
And
away.
so he disengages and begins running back down out of the burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you allow him to go?
We allow him, and I tell him, tell the tale of Clip-Clop.
Actually, I'm going to take an arrow and I'm going to shoot him in the back. I don't want him to go and tell anyone where we are.
But who will tell the tale of Clip-Clop?
We will, Clip-Clop.
So Clip-Clop's like, tell my tale, and then 2 arrows get loosed. And I think he's gone into the darkness of the tunnel, so I need a little bit. I'm improving his AC very slightly for a little bit of cover.
Okay.
And how did we do?
Even for those of us with infravision?
For you? Nope. He doesn't get more cover.
I rolled a 19.
Well, you hit then, didn't you?
Nice.
I've never rolled as well as I do in this game.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, your 19 even handles his higher AC, Robin. So do your damage.
I just told the chat that I piss on the dice gods and then rolled a 2.
It's just enough because I rolled a 1 on the damage.
That is just enough. And so he like there's a little bit of passage and then that wooden door, and he dies, and then his face against the wooden door. And so you have killed the halflings that came to rout you out of their burrow. And let's see. Let me know what you'd like to do next.
Pull all the bodies inside the room and close the door.
Okay.
And then begin to search through their many voluminous kilt pockets.
Yes. Okay, so there are many voluminous kilt pockets. Well, I can tell you that they are all wearing like diadems of with beautiful Celtic runes and beautiful Celtic designs, and
a little Fauntleroy's in here.
A bunch of little Fauntleroys, and they have armbands and medallions, and so there were 3 of them. So one of them has a diadem worth 70 gold, and he also has bracelets, each worth 30 gold. So 2 of those is 60. The next one has kind of a heavy thing of necklaces that are made of a bunch of precious metals that are worth 90 gold. And the third one has, he just has little kind of coins sewn into sort of a very makeshift kind of tunic. And each coin is worth 10 silver, but there are 100 of them. So 1,000 silver, is that right? 10 times.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going to begin to put all of this inside the packs on Frostflax.
I'm going to go back over to where all the tchotchkes were and find one that was a little humanoid figure.
Yeah.
Since I can't present the mule to Bodo anymore, I'm going to now go over to Frostflax with the humanoid figure and say,
the one that you're pulling on isn't moving. It looks like a little chieftain or something.
You found a secret door.
Secret door.
I wanted to give a gift of remembrance. I think I found something.
You're so disappointed.
So it doesn't move, but if I push it or push on it or
when you push it or pull on it.
Try wobbling it.
I should have probably checked to see if anything around here was trapped before I did this. I'm in the glow of success.
That's
you pushed on it.
It's literally what I'm here to do, is to check for traps.
Oh, you're so lucky. You're so freaking lucky. The needle that pops out from under it when you pull it back barely misses your thumb, Robin, Softshoes, and you can see that it is covered in some sort of thick black sap. But you do push the statue back, and then suddenly the whole cubby kind of like can be pushed back and then falls in, and you can see that you could get up on top of the like furs and like climb back there if you're careful of the needle.
I say, y'all look. Hey, everyone! I found a trap. So stay away from this needle.
What's wrong with the needle?
Robin Softshoes, you are the greatest adventure thief I have ever seen.
Wow.
Indeed. Well done, intern.
Secret doors and traps, and you're one-shotting every enemy that you see.
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, basically.
Well, I'm excited about this, but also with the tavern keep dead, we need a trophy for him back at the tavern with no name. So I'm skinning this fucking panther.
You're skinning the panther?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Okay.
Are you skilled? All right, fair enough. I would like to know.
Hanging above the bar back at the tavern with no name.
I think his boy would appreciate that. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I would like to knelt down by the corpse of Bodo and just sort of, hold his hand and just kind of rub it and be like, you know what? You kissed my greasy hand. I'll kiss yours. In death, may you find
weird
peace.
Things with corpses, Clip-Clop.
What's wrong with that? I'm just trying to show respect. I was angry before.
Is that why your father disowned you?
Maybe. You know what, Robin? Yeah.
It all comes out. I'm going to take Bodo's leather apron. We'll give it to the boy.
All right. That's nice. I'll take the axe out just to show, a little respect for his corpse.
This is the one that killed him.
Very good. Well, are you looking into the secret passage, or
let us?
I will. Yes, as they're
okay, Robin, are you using a light source of any kind?
I will take the lantern from Bodo that he had, and I will thank him for it. Thank you. And then I'll go kind of hold it up and look around in the passage.
Very good. Well, it's not much more than like a closet, but it is filled with it looks like bronze worked weapons and like a big bronze mask and all kinds of things and treasure that this warrior was keeping, and some of it looks to belong to the type of people that dwell in the fort on the far seas instead of, say, other primitive tribes or something like that. And much of it is carved. Much of it also looks primitive and not from this tribe. Like there's a big, heavy kind of mace back there that looks like it's got like different sigils on it. And there's like a big bow that looks a lot like the yew bow you took off of the Morrigan. And it's all back there. So I can tell you that there is, unfortunately, these are just his spoils of war. And he was wearing the best stuff, or the stuff his people had crafted. But there is 1,000 copper worth of just like random like costumery, things like that.
Is it possible to carry it all out?
Trade goods. Well, it's made of like copper, a lot of it. So yeah, it actually is possible to get it out on frost flax. But there's a couple other things in here, right? Just a couple other things in here. Here we go. Okay. And okay. One thing that you find interesting is that there's just like a broom back here. But it's covered in really strange sigils.
Does it?
A broom?
A broom.
Put it on the dog.
Strange sigils.
Yeah.
Should we? Is it cursed?
I mean, it's a broom.
How much do you know? You can roll under your intelligence to find out.
I will try, but I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to know anything.
Okay.
So my intelligence is 6, but I rolled a 5.
Well, that's really amazing. So I don't know why Robin Softshoes has seen one of these. I don't know why. But Robin Softshoes, you are able to intone the magic words that are written on the side of it. which are,
I
by
used
the
to
way,
intern
what
with
languages does Robin speak?
Common.
Common only. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you interned with a wizard, hey?
Yeah, that was my
Well,
other
what-
internship. I've been doing a lot of them.
Clinton Trucks, do you speak Elvish? Does Boople rather?
Boople does not speak Elvish. Dwarvish, Gnomish.
Okay, so none of you understand this this strange. Here we go. No one understands this strange command word that Robin Softshoe suddenly utters, and suddenly the broom goes
It flies.
and floats in the air. It looks like it's big enough to
Quality
hold
time.
2 of you.
Oh my gosh! Hop on the broom with me, everyone, or just
Okay.
one of you.
I'm joining in on this.
And so since
You
we
guys
have come
float
to 2
around this
hours,
little stone.
we will end tonight with a picture of the cave of the unknown, the outer limits of it, the burnt out fire in front of it, and suddenly out of the cave, flying through the air above the trees, Robin Softshoes and Clip-Clop soaring over the forest, waving down at the fort on the far seas.
Look, it's a tree with legs.
Imagine
Boople trudges with
Miyazaki.
a
Imagine
laden
Kiki's
mule.
delivery service.
Yeah!
But with Robin and with Clip-Clop, who's really wading down the back of the broom.
All right.
I'm not selling the flying broom.
And then a moment later, at the same cave entrance, a dwarf emerges riding a white mule.
With a dead body slung across the back.
Yeah,
With
I guess
lots
if
of copper goods on the back.
If there's room, I probably would bring Bodo's body. But if there's not, it's the first thing I ditch. You tell me.
We'll remember him, you know.
Let's see. Let's see. He's a beast of burden, this mule. This is the important stuff, guys, when you're playing old school. We've got to figure out if this mule can carry can carry up to 2,000 coins unencumbered, up to 4,000 at half speed. I'm going to say a person is worth at least 1,000 coins of weight. And I told you found 1,000 copper worth of goods.
Yeah.
So guess what? 2,000. The mule can carry them both. And so out rides Boople on the white mule with a bunch of copper goods and the dead body of the tavern key.
Poor Bodo.
And a
Bodo.
panther skin and a bunch of. This is a real good haul today, guys.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Holy
Well, let's
moly.
very quickly calculate our XP while we send messages, chat to our players to congratulate them for a job well done.
Oh boy, I can't believe I
Great
didn't
job,
die.
adventurers. Lots of loot. And we found out that the cave of the unknown is the cave of Clip-Clop, aka the cave of the Angus tribe.
Yeah.
Mainly Clip-Clop, though. This is,
So how much do you have? How much did you earn, Clinton Trucks? Did you do the math?
We have 1 shrinking potion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much that's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think I'll be. Should we sell that? Should we hold on to it? We didn't use it.
Yeah, you don't want to sell that. That doesn't count
toward
toward the XP, my friend. It's just a nice
No problem.
bonus.
Then how about a curved black Morrigan dagger?
Only coins. We're just calculating XP.
Not things worth coin.
No, those are just weapons that you have.
I'm saying, how about brooches, armbands, bowls, diadems, medallions, coins?
You got it. Yeah, let's calculate those.
That is a brooch worth 80. An armband worth 180. Okay. Let me get my calculator out. Okay. A brooch worth 80. 180 in armbands. 300 silver in a silver bowl. It's 10 to 1, right?
It's 10 to 1, so that's 30 more gold.
Or 30 gold. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then another 70 in diadems. Then another 60 in armbands. 90 in medallions. 100 in coin shirt. And 1,000 copper pieces is
let's see,
10 gold?
copper. I think it is because there are. Let's see, Copper pieces to gold is 100. So yeah,
So
10
Cool
more gold.
beans.
So 620.
620 plus 75 XP for killing the panther, and then the halflings were worth.
Well,
think
is it
they're,
fair
like,
to
worth-
calculate the worth of a life? Really?
Their lives were worth, Paula, their life. When you do the math, it comes out to 5 XP each, which I think you handled 5. So 25 more XP. So that equals 100 more XP in enemies. But I'm going to say that excellent strategy. I'm going to go ahead and give another 100 XP for each of you. I would have given you another 100 if Bodo had survived, but he did
Sorry,
not. So
Bodo.
300 more XP plus the 400
Bodo.
XP for your enemies. Yeah. Did you get all that, Clinton Trucks?
Yeah, I've got us at 1,020.
1,020. Everybody add that to your sheet. We've got to move these characters to level 2. How far away?
When do I level up?
I think
Let's
you
see,
might have made it,
Robin.
Robin. I think you're there.
I now have 2,020 XP.
Oh, so you definitely.
Robin, we might have you there. Let's take a look. I got Thief up right here. And the Thief goes, at 1,200 XP. The Thief
It's
goes
time
to level
for an
2.
entry level position.
Oh my God,
You know
Robin Softshoes. It's time to roll a D4 and see what your new HP are.
Come on, please be a lot. That fell on the ground. I got too excited.
You can re-roll if it hits the ground.
It's a 3.
Robin, you now have 5 HP.
Oh my goodness. I'm just happy for you. I'm very,
I'm
As you
really
soar, you soar over the Isle of the Sword, and you now have, whenever Robin is playing, something that can get you to other parts of the island very quickly instead of going overland. Interesting, everybody. Interesting.
Hey,
well,
I think this is probably important. And this is what the chat wants to hear. Where's Boople at today, guys? Boople's story.
Where's Boople?
How much XP is Boople got?
Yeah,
Boople's
do you get to
rocking
level up, Boople?
Yeah, Boople. What's your deal?
4,937 XP. Taking him
4,000.
to level 3, baby.
Woo! Boople.
that's amazing. And Clip-Clop, you're still at level 1.
Yes, for now, but we'll get there.
But you survived, so will you come back and play with us again?
Oh, hell yeah, I'd love to.
Excellent. The Matrix, everybody. I love this game. You are all amazing. I love this trio. We got to have them all back. Find them on social. Tell them how much you love them. Clinton Trucks, Paula Deming, and Will Pottorf. WillPottorf.com. And Paula, your podcast is Death by Monsters. Is that right?
That's true. That's correct. Indeed, it is.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Go and adventure in the real world for a while, and we'll have you back for more THAC0 later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy.
I am going to do some show notes, so a little bit of promo, and I have time for a little bit of a question, maybe, or a comment if someone has one. But Clinton Trucks, I think I might need your help if you want to hop back in. If you don't, I can. Oh, thank you, buddy. So what do we have coming up? We have coming up on Saturday a faction turn. Yes.
Yeah, we're handing over the reins of a Duskwall carriage, be it goat or horse-drawn, to our subscribers for a faction turn. This is every 4 weeks. Our subscribers have those interested in participating have been assigned to various factions in the city of Duskwall and get to roll and make decisions that turn the wheels of progress and the machinations of the various powers of the city.
Right, and when we started our Blades in the Dark connected universe and we told you there'd be a faction turn, we told you that your factions, their decisions would matter, and I hope our subscribers feel that they do. We are always eager for any input, and we hope you all show up on Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific, for Blades in the Dark faction turn to make more machinations occur. Then Sunday, we are in the midst of what is undoubtedly a season finale for our Vampires of Pittsburgh, 10 a.m. Pacific on Sunday. You will find out what will happen to our coterie. Ross Bryant's character, Curtis Krieger, is in torpor after being attacked by a flamethrower. Lucius Ali turned out to be an unlikely hero of the Battle of Washington's Landing, is desperately searching for Curtis, who might be in the clutches of some greedy witches. And you don't even want to know what Jen Brown is getting up to. Diablerie might be on the menu. It's going completely haywire. Check out Vampires of Pittsburgh this Sunday at 10 a.m. Then next week, we are back with another THAC0. Is that right, Clinton Trucks? Next Tuesday.
And I just quietly in the background asked if Sir Clip-Clop and Robin Softshoes might join us again next week. And they said
yes. Well, the nice thing about THAC0 is if someone can't make it, someone else can. These are great games to play at home if you have like players that don't show up a lot or can't always make it, because you can kind of shift people in and out and play one of these old school kind of open-ended dungeon scenarios, and anybody fits in and can figure out what's going on really quickly. However, I will say I really do hope we get Clip-Clop and Robin Softshoes back next week, because that would be fabulous. And I will also say, just in the way of like what I'm thinking about, or what Clinton and I are thinking about, is that we will the week after that, on Tuesday, we will have a talk with John Harper, the designer and writer of Blades in the Dark. I'm super stoked about that. So Taste of Blood on Tuesday will be just a long interview with John Harper, where we talk mainly, I think, about the influences that go into Blades in the Dark. So we'll talk about all the cool fiction that he cites in the book, like Peaky Blinders, a new favorite show of mine. I started watching it to prepare to talk to John Harper, and also things like Fritz Lieber's Falford and the Grey Mouser stories, and just everything that inspired him also in creating the rules, which I think are kind of groundbreaking and make it one of the best games in 20 years. So please tune in for that. That'll be the following Tuesday. And then the 5th. Thank you. And then 25th. After the 25th. And then that exact night, after I get done talking to John Harper, my wife gets induced into labor at Cedars-Sinai Hospital, and then I'll be taking some Tuesdays off. But don't worry, guys, I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, but I can tell you. Can I announce who the Game Masters will be on Tuesdays?
I think people will be very excited to hear it.
Well, one of our Game Masters will be Andrew Orvidal, who you might have seen him do a Neptune Society arc for us. He will be coming back.
The grossest thing we've ever done on the show.
The grossest one, yeah. And he'll be coming back, and he'll be doing Tuesday nights on the Taste of Blood for us, I think, for 2 sessions. And I think he's running a game based on a podcast you should subscribe to and catch up on. Andrew has created his own game based on the podcast Valley Heat,
which I highly recommend to everybody. It is insane.
It's basically solving really low stakes mysteries in Burbank is what the game is and what the adventures will be. And I'm really excited for that. And then after Andrew does his thing for 2 weeks, would you like to announce who our second June Game Master will be?
This is a thing we wished for and said, is this too much to ask? Is this too much to wish for? And then he came to us.
Yes.
And Ross Bryant has something special he wants to bring to the Stream of Blood, everybody.
Ross Bryant
running a 5e campaign. Mm-hmm. And I've been playing with Ross as a game master, and he is chef's kiss. He is everything he is as a player, he is as a game master as well. Get excited, everybody. It's going to be awesome.
So that's what will be happening Tuesdays in June. But I will still be around. I will leave the side of my newborn in order to keep our Blades and our vampire games going on the weekend. And then I'll be able to hop back into the Taste of Blood sometime after June and July. And then I think we'll bring Neptune back, although that's so far away, I don't even know what it will be or who will be in it. That's all of the stuff we kind of have coming up. And we'll try to post some of that in the Discord. By the way, please follow all of our socials. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, of all things, and especially get on the Discord there where you can chat with us about all the things you'd like to see on the channel. And anything else we need to tell them? We're still a podcast. If you're new, please subscribe to the podcast, Stream of Blood. We have finished Vampires of Pittsburgh. Now we are into Vampires of Pittsburgh Lockdown in the podcast, and eventually we'll have our entire catalog on the podcast for you to enjoy.
Well, since it's not a secret any longer, post State of the Nation, we should probably
talk about some
of the big things we have happening with our good friends over at the Glass Cannon.
That's a good idea. So we're very happy to announce that here in 2021, and I think it'll probably start late summer, we will be debuting a partnership game with the Glass Cannon, playing Modiphius's new RPG of the 2D20 system, Dune, based on the great novels by Frank Herbert. We will be playing a game of Dune with two different groups. Troy LaValle of the Glass Cannon will be GMing one of those groups. I'll be GMing the other group, and our games will interact. We don't know exactly every detail on that at this time, but you will see two different groups of characters who occupy different places in the Dune universe, and they will interact with each other. And in addition to that, you can also see coming up on the Glass Cannon me run a 5e game. I'll be running 10 episodes of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition for the Glass Cannon, and the cast for that is really amazing. It's going to be me in the Dungeon Master slot with Ross Bryant, Nora Ibrahim, Sydney Emmanuel, and Claire Grant. So that's a murderer's row. So Dune and 5e, that'll be, the 5e game I think might be for Glass Cannon Patreon members, but it's out there. And we're giving you a little Ross Bryant 5e over here, so you can get a taste if you want it. What else, Clint? Is that everything for now?
Oh, boy, well, that's enough stuff that I'm actually nervous about getting it all presented for everybody. So let's not add any more to our plate.
Well, I think also we're about overdue for like a fireside chat at some point. So you and I need to hop on for a fireside chat to talk about all of this stuff with our viewers and subscribers. So we'll make a time, some random night. We'll do that. Maybe it can be before or after John Harper and I chat, and he can just join it.
Great. We could take 5 minutes right now and see if there's any questions in the chat. We've dropped a lot of information on people.
Yeah. Does anybody have... Oh, God. So Shaka is reminding me that I promised that I have to do a podcast called According to Skurlock, where Skurlock gives his opinion on current events in Duskwall for an hour.
This is Lord Skurlock, the Tier 3 gang in our Blood and Blades game.
So I am going to do that, and that might also have to be part of the fireside chat. I don't know that I need to record it and release it as a podcast. Maybe I could just come in character to the fireside chat and do an hour of it as Skurlock, and then that's how it is recorded. Maybe that's...
You heard it here first. Jared Logan's first cosplay on the stream.
Yep. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I'll do it, and it'll be in full cosplay. Because I promised a podcast, but I guess instead I'll do a stream, but I'll be in full cosplay. Skurlock, of course, is the most surprising character. Calendar, do we have some? Yeah.
The answer is, Gremocon, we do have a calendar. We have a public Google Calendar, which we keep up to date for everybody who wants to not play things as fast and loose as we frequently do and look ahead and see where we are. So go to the Discord, and you can find a link there to join our public Google Calendar.
Yeah. And all of that stuff will be on there. Okay. OSE has been awesome in driving this show. If you had to pick a second OSR system to use, if BX didn't exist, what would your next choice be? Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's hard because so many OSR systems are awesome. And I really, really love a lot of them. I just love how those kind of games play. And I think that a lot of them make very specific little tweaks that make them better in some ways than others. But DCC is my favorite because I think all they did was kind of up the gonzo, turn the gonzo up a notch. And I do enjoy that, but it's much more specific. And so it's a little harder to teach people, just a little bit. And so we went with Old School Essentials because it's kind of a no-brainer. It's just so easy to just jump right into.
Dungeon Crawl Classics does have a mechanic meant to teach you how to get into these games very quickly called The Funnel, which teaches you how to die.
Yes, that's another thing. I couldn't figure out quite how to do the funnel on air. I think we were mostly interested in just getting into, like, keep on the Borderlands and starting the adventure. But I do love everything that they do at Goodman Games. I think they do incredible work. More Brad content. Shit, man. Maybe someone has got to run me through a Mortals game where I just play a Brad flashback, dude. Brad Lockwood, motherfucker. Clint, are you up for it?
Yeah, that seems like the kind of thing we need to throw a challenge out to everybody. Hey guys, if we get up to 500 reoccurring subscribers on Twitch, I will run a Mortals game where Jared plays Brad Lockwood.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
That is
and
achievable.
I can't die because it's a prequel.
That's actually true.
Yep. Can't die. It's a prequel. Sorry.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, here's a little something for you to screenshot for your good lady wife.
Oh, that's beautiful. I will tell Kara Clink that right now. I'm going to go tell her.
All right.
Thank you, Thursday. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you in a couple days. Love you all. Happy adventuring, you sons of bitches.
Goodbye forever.